What's popular, YouTube? I don't know when this video is going to come out, but I would like to let you know right here and now, I'm going to be casting the GeoGuessr World Cup Grand Finals in Stockholm in September. That's right, baby. After a year of hiatus, I disappeared like Trevor in a Thai flea market, and now I'm back to cast GeoGuessr. That's right. It's going to be very fun. So that's the first announcement before I forget. And now we've got some more fun stuff, some more sad stuff, some more weird stuff. And this one's fully edited by Vivid. Thank you, Vivid, for the quick turnover. Let's talk about stuff because it's been a while since I've uploaded a raw, fresh YouTube video. So first thing is PGL have announced some new dates for 2025. Counter-Strike is taking us around the world, okay? Folks, I have done major events since 2016, 2015, something like that. And I still have other places to visit in the world. Now, I don't know if I'll be included in these PGL travels, but what we do know is that they've got 4 locations here for 2025, which means that calendar is crammed, okay? Like a can of tuna, it is filled to the brim. There are events. I think the first 4 months of 2025, there's 1 week off. So it's nonstop CS. I don't even think some of these events aren't going to have qualifiers because there's literally no room for them. So we've got Argentina's capital, Buenos Aires. I went on YouTube to find out how to pronounce that properly. I'm excited to go there if I can get invited, maybe if I can qualify, hopefully. Bucharest in Romania, Astana in Kazakhstan, and Belgrade in Serbia are all going to be hosting events for PGL. I have never been to Belgrade. I have never been to Kazakhstan. I have been to Romania, and I have never been to Argentina. I'm up to 30 countries traveled to because of esports, and I'm not trying to make this about me, but I'm pretty excited at the thought of being able to go somewhere new, meet some new fan bases, and do some events for countries that are underserved. Bring Counter-Strike around the world, baby. Yeah, all right? And this is what's going to happen, even though Max is from Uruguay. This is what's going to happen when he wins for 9Z in Buenos Aires. Aires. This is live AI remastered upscaled footage from Buenos Aires in the future. When that's Maxadonna, when he wins the championship PGL for $1 million and puts Uruguay and Argentina on the map for 9Z, baby. This video is unreal. I just love this video. When Messi won the World Cup, the UK player and Vitality. No, not gonna make the joke. Okay, played Deadlock. You know what? I actually liked it. Have you guys played it? Like, take a look at this game. Based on the footage, honestly, I looked at it and I was thinking, ooh, it's like TFT, except you're more grounded, a little bit like more clunky, maybe kind of boring looking. Wrong. I actually thought that the gunplay was very satisfying, pretty addictive overall. I used like a really simple hero, so maybe I'll get a different experience depending on who I use. But as someone who has 1,000 hours in Dota 2, played tons of Dota in my life, I think that this is actually a nice intersection between TF2 and like Overwatch. And honestly, Overwatch, silly because they don't punish you properly. Like, you just respawn and respawn and respawn and mercy heal me and come back again, and you know, it's just spammy. But Deadlock feels more like it's slower and a bit more punishing. Of course Valve would do it right. I'm pretty excited now about Deadlock and playing it. I mean, I'm not making any plans of switching as a commentator or anything like that. I genuinely am just gonna like have fun playing this game, and I love when Valve make a good game. So it's feeling great to me. I don't know what you guys think if you're in the beta, but pretty much I'm on board. I'm gonna be playing Deadlock for sure. So yeah, we've got some iconic places to go to here for PGL to create some Counter-Strike events, and that's pretty exciting. Again, calendar packed tight, so we've been over that.
Introducing the latest and greatest in Web3 technology, the NutTap 9000. When you tap, it nuts. The best part? It's free. Start tapping for nuts today at rivalrytoken.xyz/faucet.
Well, now that you've learned how to drain these nuts, it's official. Parivision's RMR disqualification has been overturned. This is news about ESIC. So ESIC are the governing body of Counter-Strike that Valve, I think, have officially hired to sort of make sure that everything is done ethically in our scene, and that they will serve and ban match fixers and cheaters and decide the lengths of these bans and make sure there's no iBuyPower situation again where everything's just banned infinitely because there's no precedent, no rule set. And ESIC have been incredibly absent. I don't want to say lazy because I don't know what they're doing, but at the same time, they haven't done anything. So we've had NA match fixers that are running free, making money for the last 4 years. We have, in this situation, this is an unbelievable amount of negligence. So let's break this down really quickly. Originally, Parivision RMR got disqualified from the RMR. Parivision got disqualified for the RMR because there was a video of their coach, Finn, inside the room as they were celebrating. Now, the rules said, and they didn't read these fucking rules, of course. The rules said no coaches or other staff members in the room when the RMR games are being played. So they broke the rules. Objectively, they broke the rules there. All right? And that's silly. Now, I don't think that many people, speaking ethically, are super concerned about them having, you know, a videographer in the room when they're filming the winning moment, right? I don't think that's pissing anybody off, even though it is objectively breaking the rules. But why they did get disqualified, even though that was also another rule that they broke, was that they registered with a banned Valve coach who originally received a permanent ban, Finn, 4 years ago because he cheated over the course of something like 34 rounds in 6 officials. So that he was playing to win, and he was definitely cheating as hard as he possibly could. And what happened was he actually appealed this, and he appealed it after 4 years, and they made an exception for him, a special evaluation of the significantly out of time appeal. And because he stuck around and said, I really still love this game and I'm changed man and all this stuff, they accepted his appeal. But Perfect World banned him from Shanghai because they thought that he slipped through and was accepted as the coach of Parivision, even though he was banned, when in reality, ESIC just didn't tell anybody. So as much as I hate a cheater, his ban was overturned by ESIC and his reputation was on the line. And the only reason that we were mad and laughing at Parivision is because we thought that they signed up with a banned coach to qualify to PGL Shanghai, when in reality, he wasn't banned anymore. ESIC just didn't tell anybody. And even Perfect World didn't know that. All right, this is so crazy. I'm not even sure if I've got everything exactly right there. It sounds insane. So the process was not made publicly until HLTV made their report, and Node made this report. And now the ban has been overturned on Parivision. And you know what? I mean, it's moments like these are so disgusting, obviously, because ESIC are trying to defend themselves and say, like, part of this is not exactly true, the parts of which are irrelevant to what people are actually upset about. And this guy's reputation, it's like there are some banned coaches and things like that floating around, but if they have been unbanned and they get their second chance and whatever, you know, as much as we all hate cheaters, you can't just drag them through the mud again and again when it's not fair, right? If he wasn't unbanned, obviously he wouldn't have tried to be the coach of Parivision and put himself in the limelight here. But I think obviously that's disgusting. That's disgusting, right? It's ESIC's own rules, and they don't, not even that they broke their own rules, they just didn't tell anybody. I'm sure when this guy wanted to get unbanned, he was hoping everyone would know, not only that he would get to play. So anyways, they're back at the major, and that's done. It was supposed to be Bleed and a couple of other teams playing for a potential spot. That's not happening anymore. Koi, Monty, and Bleed. And that's also fucks them up. Imagine their emotions, right? It's like they got the lottery, the Powerball ticket, they got all the numbers right. You won $600 billion. Just kidding. Just kidding. It was actually this guy. He's got the real numbers, right? That's some nonsense, man. You can't emotionally do that to people. Not for major spots. These are careers on the line. Careers on the line. You miss one major cycle in Counter-Strike in a game that moves this fast, your career could be on the line. It could set you off on the wrong track and ruin everything. It's ESIC. You have to take responsibility and leave. Okay, sources. NiKo set to join Team Falcons. Falcons here to ruin another organization. Great. So not only did they destroy Ensign Vitality to make one of the least impressive rosters ever formed in the history of Counter-Strike, probably the least pound for pound. And we will get to their wins, by the way, because they've actually been doing okay recently. Qualifying, by the way, is like their highlight of the year. Qualifying to things. Okay, actually, Kato playoffs, the first event that they played. NiKo set to join Falcons. This, I mean, like, I'll put it this way, okay? You know, G2 without NiKo, well, first of all, what the fuck? Like, I come out making this video talking about how the G2 roster moves won't work. Then they actually have a decent honeymoon, but it's still in the prophecy that they're going to have a good honeymoon and fall off. What's not in the prophecy is that the player who actually got his form back is going to leave now, is going to leave G2 and leave Monacy, leave his brother Hunter, leave. I mean, he doesn't owe other players things in that regard, but he's leaving a better team for a worse one. Why? Because of money. So I hope that he gets money, but he also gets a guarantee that they'll be able to buy more players in the future. Because if they can't make the team good around him, I've said this a fucking million times, man, but it drives me up the wall. And I'm somebody who's been cheering for the NiKo major since day one, man. I want NiKo to get that major. He, like, you can't just throw the word deserves around, but for somebody who's won the events that he has had the quality of rifle work that he's had for the last however many years, all the players that he's played alongside have won events that are as big as the major. Let's put it that way. I mean, you still have to have more nerve under pressure, but it's not like NiKo can't win it. It's a matter of timing. Honestly, it's a matter of timing. It is a matter of timing when you peak and everything. But is he going to win a major? If they get new players with him, fine, maybe. But to me, this it's just about money, and I hate that. So I hate that. I hate that, man. I hate that because he's not done. He's clearly just getting good again. So that's it, eh? We'll see if this actually goes through. Seems like it's happening. Sad. Okay, Falcons and FaZe cruise to Blast Fall Final. Now, obviously, FaZe should be qualifying to the fall final, surviving the showdown online, no small feat. But Falcons also, they took out Complexity on their way to the fall final. They ended up qualifying off of this win versus Virtus Pro as well in 2-0, right? 2-0 they did this. And M80, not a small team to beat. That was actually not that easy. Falcons, they qualified to something, maybe a little extra motivation knowing that NiKo's coming onto the team. I actually think they're just playing better together. I did kind of say, like, all right, there's going to be a point where we're laughing at Falcons, but like they've got too many quality players in a row to like have that low of a baseline, right? They're going to figure something out eventually. And there's Zonic as a coach. Like, how can they not figure out something eventually? Well, they need more money. They have money. So I'm not surprised they got to some level of cohesion. I think they're still missing the ability to stand out as a unit. You know, at this level, fundamentals should be perfect. Team cohesion should be perfect. Communication should be top tier. Practice should be top tier. That should be all a given. And then they should be able to have a distinct style. That's what they're completely missing. They're like an assortment of the most amount of majors possible to create like a tier 2 level lineup with less innovation than a tier 2 team and less firepower, less everything. None of that makes sense. So I think we're back now a little bit with Falcons, and I don't know. So that does mean that either Madden or Dupree are probably on the chopping block for NiKo to come into the team. Whatever, it makes Falcons better, but Falcons have already just like picked apart a couple of rosters now, and I don't blame them for trying to get the best for themselves. They're trying to get the best for themselves. That makes sense. I'm always in favor of that. But if it doesn't work out for the team that they go to, well, that blows. So let's try to make it work. All right. But of course, made this video exclusively because of 9Z and potentially going to Buenos Aires. So hope you enjoyed watching that. And I hope you enjoy watching this.